Hello, welcome everybody. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. This is the Wreckage. Yeah, Tristan, thank you for being here. Happy to have you guys here. With me tonight is me and you. This is what we're up to. This is the Wreckage. This is our review of our PvP league as we are going. So I can answer any questions that people may or may not have. This is where I make rules adjustments and announcements as the weeks roll on, and yeah, we do our best to Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do. We do our best to get things right, to get our adjustments in and done, and everything's going to be good. So, hey, Alucard, nice to see you as well. So, we've got a couple of things that we are going to do today. We're going to... I don't know. We might, maybe. Draconic Boon is doing okay. But it is overpowering when the other team doesn't utilize it, right? So that's the thing, and I'm not 100%. We're gonna find out. We're gonna figure it out. So today probably won't be a super long show, but we shall see. Oh, well, if you put the whole, let's see. That should be it. There we go. Let's see. What? Nah, I don't. This is very specific to this place password, so I don't, honestly, I don't worry about that too much. So let's look at our score sheet from week 2. Of course, we are up here. Holy Hand Grenade on the first one. Infinite Revolver 58. Good times there. Do need to make another character on the Infinite Revolver team. They keep having people goose-blowed on them, which is, you know, it's just the thing that keeps happening. That's right, you guys do have the lore fight next week. I'm going to actually dig in and look at when that's scheduled for, because we also have QuestCon, right? This weekend. Yeah, so it's going to be a good time. We do have some tickets for that event to give away. So people that are interested in some free QuestCon tickets, message us, reach out to us on the Discord, and we're gonna, we might do a social media. Did people blow up? Yeah. A Wukong blew up. Wukong got all spiky and gooed. Yeah, Wukong in week 2, and yeah, Digital Intelligence Entity West, Die West. So that's our score from week 2 for match 1. Let's dig into match 2. 89 and 88. That's right. This small to ride on an 89. And then just a couple of tenths of points away right there. And then our last match of the week, Murderball Cultist 82, Granny's Gladiators 49. Yes. That's going to be the biggest rule change is the management of time. Because that is currently what is breaking our day-to-day. We don't know why they're exploding. We don't know why. There seems to be some sort of living gray mass that that ruptures them from the inside out. Okay. How about just a different ad? God damn it, League Lobster! You're gonna get me demonetized. The fuck, bro? And it's Shein. Like it's a clothing brand. It's not like it's a clothing brand I look up. Like I don't buy. It's not like I don't know how to process this.
Listen, League Lobster, you can't be outing me like that. All right, what the fuck?
That was, yeah, wow. I would, if it was like on my Google search history, and I don't mind, I'll say it. Like nope, that's weird. That is Shein, right? Okay. Yeah. Pixie desperately wants you guys to clip this. Yeah. And remember last week when we were like, League Lobster is what I use for scheduling. League Lobster is not the issue. Its targeted ads apparently are. Thank you, Voodoo, for clipping that. Yeah. Huh. That should be something to remember. Also, this is under the rep account. Like, this is on the reps Google. Like, I'm not in the rep. Wow. Yeah, no. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, but it is Shein. Like it's a clothing store, right? That's what I understand. Like a Fashion Nova, right? Like fast fashion. Like you go online, you buy some clothes, you know. For intimacy accoutrement, Tristan. So. No, listen. I don't mind talking about things, and there is literally no problem with people purchasing and looking up and buying things. Please go have as much fun as you possibly want. But you have to be prepared. Preparation is key. Oh, they're like Amazon. Okay, but good to know. I've never been to the website, so that's why they're like, well, you clearly this will entice you to go. Remember last week when we're like, oh, look at those targeted ads, D&D Beyond, D&D books. They heard us, and they are taking their vengeance now. Just run away. Yeah, that's fair. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so you gonna be cool, League Lobster? Nope. Oh, motherfucker. Well, I wanted to look at the standings. So, here's God damn it. Nope. Oh my god. Really? There it is. Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. So currently in first place, Infinite Revolver. This Small to Ride. among our player teams is in first. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 game difference, and they have total 4 points. Murderball Cultist in second. Guilty Conscience in third, based on goal difference. Holy Hand Grenade in fourth, and then Granny's Gladiators. You're fine, Tristan. I'm sorry to have made you uncomfortable. We won't be dealing with that any longer. There's nothing. It's nothing to be afraid of, but it is personal. So, so there's our standings. No. I was. Yeah. No. No, yeah, it's 100%, and I didn't notice. Like, I don't know if it was there longer, but it took me took me a minute. I didn't realize, and then I did. So, I did mean that. Okay. Back to PvP. Back to Ultensia. Let's go there. We just poured a bunch of dice. Super excited about that. That's gonna be a good thing. We are looking into game mode for week 3. Thank you, Voodoo. Noted and will do. So this week's game mode is going to be VIP. So, each team will choose a member of their team to be their team's VIP. The team may choose a new VIP for the second half of the game. The new VIP must have participated in the first half of the game. So, VIPs score double points through damage and chest opening. They do not score double points through healing. VIPs also give up double points when scored against. This is exclusive to the other team dealing damage to the VIP and death saving throws. Be right back. Gonna edit the clip. Thank you, Voodoo. Oh. Self-financing all the things and officially going to be unemployed. Oh no. Between October and December. Voodoo. I mean, we absolutely commiserate with that. We're so sorry to hear that. Yeah, VIP is a fun week. I'm glad people are excited for it. Okay. All right. Great. Yes. Good. Okay. Good. Death saving throws. So, the VIP on your team can score double points, and if you identify the VIP on the other team, you can score extra points. So there's a little bit of subterfuge. Let's see. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call it Historical Chest Week. Characters may open chests utilizing history skill checks this week. And because people are level 9, correct? That's fine. Proficiency is 4, so this means that characters may open chests utilizing history skill check. May disarm the traps. May disarm the traps on chests this week by entering trivia utilizing a history skill check. DC 20. Chest damage. Last week was 32. This is 36. Yeah, 36. Untyped and applying chill touch effect. The lore matches only have one half, correct? Yeah. The lore matches are 90 minutes, and we don't run a play timer because it's too much for me to manage, and there is no break. So yeah, for your lore match, unless you guys want to sub somebody in at 45 minutes, I can do that, but I can't. But I can't take a half. Yeah, I mean, you can't, but you can. But yeah, it'll be an opportunity for you guys to hone the timing aspect of your attacks and things like that. Oh, thank you, Voodoo. I appreciate it. I still think it. I mean, seeing the damn thing is part of the fun, but for reference. But it's much better that we don't have it on there. So the changing VIP, no, you guys on the lore won't be able to on the lore match, and unless you are demanding a half. The way I've been playing it, we don't take one, and we wouldn't even take a half. I would literally, I wouldn't go to break. I would just be like, all right, it's 45 minutes. Are you switching things? And then if you want to, I'll do it too. But, I find that for lore matches, splitting them up, like it's better to just dig in and get through, really. So that is our game mode this week. gonna be a good time. Um, dun, 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 dun. The shotgun guy. Oh, no, she was not. She's not goo. Lanadisa is not goo. Digit's not goo. And Digit's been there since the beginning. Lanadisa is the Landisa. I gotta look up her name. Is the infiltrator cleaner. She was the big damage dealer last week. And then you guys don't know who's coming in for this one. So. So I'm going to come up here and I'll announce that in a second. We got to pop right there and match timer adjustments. Hey! Thank you for tuning in at the gym. Yes, welcome back. Just jerk. There we go. Okay. Match points are awarded after one team's timer has expired, scoring the other team a number of points equal to the minutes they have remaining on their play clock. Any minutes utilized by, let me rephrase. Ooh, that's not what I wanted you to do. Every minute utilized by a team that has, by a team with an expired play clock scores a point for their opponent. Is that enough? Welcome back, Alucard. Ooh, 4 to 5 a.m. That's awful. I didn't actually time it. I would have to go back and double check. Which I can do. But I would have to go back and time it. Also, reminder, guys, anybody in the Orlando area, if you want tickets to QuestCon, please let us know. Reach out to us on the Discord. We do have tickets available. We have some free giveaway tickets, and you guys are our favorites, and we would love to see you guys there. And yeah, be a good time. So QuestCon Orlando, our friends over at the Crafty Gamer Shop are putting on their very first convention, very first gaming convention. They put a ton of hard work into it, so... yeah, absolutely, Tristan, please do. QuestCon is Saturday. So, yeah. Their tickets have sold pretty well so far. It's at a hotel near Universal. It's on Kirkman, I believe. Yeah. It is this weekend, so I apologize, Andrew. I realized maybe I should have talked about this sooner. To see AoE effects. It did screw you up on time. I did pause whenever I needed to step in and clarify that. What I can do for Guardian of Faith, because it's a neutral token, I can give everybody access to that. That's not a problem. What is more difficult is when a character has an aura. If a character... Oh, yo, you own a car and can drive places, Tristan. My dude. I am thoroughly impressed by you. So the auras were the thing that I'm having trouble getting on the map, right? I may need to go and buy some like tokens that do some AoEs and stuff. Hey, Logan Castle 1. Nice to see you. How you doing? Apologies to everybody that just had to listen to me drink. Yeah, although not nearly as loud as my beautiful wife, Pixie, drinks anything. It's like an auditory symphony. It's true. She yells at me from the other room. Yeah, so here's the thing. The difference in the other times... My other option, besides scoring additional points for the team as utilizing their time, right? I don't know that 1 point for every time you go over is enough. I don't know if 2 is too few, 3 is too many. The other thing I can say is that points scored when you are out of play clock are halved. Players with that's effectively we said the same thing. But it's easier to I think identify the people that if you are out of play clock, you score half points. If you find a solution to the player auras, Tristan, let me know. Because, whatever that is, I think... so let's give that a try. Yes, I know that the Guardian of Faith, and now that I've thought about it after the fact, because they're neutral tokens, I can make those controllable and visible to everybody. That's not a problem. But it was specifically in the moment. I was like, there was so much going on. Anyway, and yeah. So score half points. There we go. That's just it. Yeah, because so looking at this, these two turns were overtime. So this would have been 2.5 points. That's 2 points right there. That would have been 1 point. So we're subtracting 3 points. That's a point, down to half a point. So that's 2 points. So 4, 4.5. Yeah. So 7 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I try to, when I'm clarifying things, I really try to pause, and not run time for you guys. But I know it took you a long time on your turn to figure out where stuff was. I also know that rolling dice, it through D&D Beyond with advantage was taking a long time. The only other thing I can really think to suggest with that is in Roll20 doing a let's see. Is in Roll20 doing you make the dice rolling with advantage in D&D Beyond and then roll all your damage in Roll20. Okay. Yeah, because the only other thing I was thinking, there had to be some sort of script, right? 2d20 plus 1, keep highest 1 by 6, right? That didn't do anything I wanted it to. I mean, part of it. Just do fire and like it. 3 different damage types. Yeah. I think there's got to be some sort of roll entry we can put in the script, right? That is going to I don't want to mess with this too much. Yeah, but what I'm 2d20 KH1 plus, is it, do we add the modifier plus 5 by 6? Okay. Yo! Cozy place to hang out. Hello, Randy. Yeah. KH is keep higher. So I got that. What I'm trying to figure out is how do we roll multiples of that? Right? Roll 2d20, keep 1. Parentheses 6. Nope. Oh, do you have to type it each time, Andrew? Because you know when we're rolling... Hold on. You have to enter iterations per instance. I think because of... Where is it? The brewery. Thank you. In the brewery, when we go to roll stats, right? Hey, Blondie, thank you for the lurk. Are you streaming now? How's your stream going? Is it Taco Tuesday? I think it's Taco Tuesday. The bracketed sets should break them into individual sets. If you use Wind Wall, then do the damage for it and knock them in again. No, forced in 5th edition Logan, forced movement does not provoke additional damage, I believe. No, I didn't. That's well. My question was, are you streaming right now? So yeah, I didn't suspect she would. That's very nice of her to give us a lurk. In the meantime, ooh, Siren Dreams. Those are nice. Let me see. Dice options. Those are not useful dice options. Let's look at this. Roll 2d20 plus 1. Compounded Shadowrun style. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. So 4d6 kh 3 comma 6. I know there's a way to do this. I know there's a way to do it. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. Is that what that was doing? It's so weird. I know that there's. I'm quite certain there's another way. You can hit reroll if it was your past roll on the menu. Yeah. My real thought was that there was a way to type it in, like when you're generating a character, there is a specific way to phrase that command that it repeats it a number of times for you. But I don't know what that is, so I will have to look that up at some point. No big deal. I guess if I really wanted to, keyboard shortcuts. Oh my lord, these will be helpful. I'll have to read those in a bit. Let's see. Where's help? Yeah. Yeah, probably. All right, guys. Well, so there's that. I think that's the only other thing we can really do to kind of speed that up, because like when I'm playing the lore team, I'm just doing I'm doing that and doing the math because it's faster for me to do the math than to type it, And I've done before just the first two are the first set, the second two are the second set. Just have to copy and paste the set each time. Yeah. Is Wukong okay? No, Wukong's dead. Wukong died. Yeah. Weren't you there? Pretty sure you were there when Wukong died. Yeah. Wind Wall. You lost the 100 roll on your moon weapon. Oh. I'm sorry. With Pixie writing stuff for her campaign setting, it is very much an inspiration for me to work on my stuff as well. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. Takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, half as much on a success one. So, for Ultensia, I know. Well, also the AI art things suddenly make that less daunting. Being able to generate concept art for a setting as evocative as Ultensia, and then being able to move from there. Specifically for Windwall here, though, it doesn't say that it continues to damage people. Windwall only has a single instance of damage. Other walls have a specific have an instance of damage. So let's just go with wall of and figure out. Forest water. So fire's the classic one, right? This is the one we all think of. And I actually realized, my dome of necrotic fire. I've been underpowering it. I made it opaque. It's invisible. So in theory, I could put that, not tell anybody where it is, and just make them keep suffering, which is fucked up. So I'm not doing that. But that spell, that necrotic firewall spell, rough. DnD power couple, yeah. You create a wall of fire on the surface, blah, blah, blah. When the wall appears, each creature makes the dexterity saving throw, takes the damage. One side of the wall selected. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. These repeat instances are things that break up your movement. Being moved. Search is a full action. So turn is defined. Take one action. Yep. Movement. Dodge or ready. Yep. Ready action. Bonus actions. Interaction. So force movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, but apparently it does trigger damage for entering an area. The big one is Moonbeam 5e Sage Advice. Sage Advice Compendium. Go away. Stop it. Nobody likes you. Alright, character creation, racial traits, class features, Artificer, Grave Cleric. These are all probably important to know. Monk. Let's see. Rogue. Ooh, right. Okay. No. Can't delay your turn. Odd. Thank you, Hydrate. Okay. No. Okay. So the start of your turn and the end of your turn. That wording is not actually what is the phrasing. It's the first time you enter the area on your turn. But that does create some weird loopholes. So, for instance, there's counterspell. Go to bed, Tristan. Yeah, man, you got to work at 4 in the morning. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be wrapping up here shortly as soon as I find a couple of quick answers here. I think tomorrow I'm playing some more League with Blondie, so that'll be fun. And then we're doing something with Easy to Spell, I believe on Thursday. We're back on Friday. So thanks for hanging out, Tristan. Let's see. Moonbeam. Here's the asshole. This one. This bullshit. That big chunk, right? Alucard, that's a very good question. Pixie is the one that managed that last season. I don't know. We've been a little busy. We've been a little overwhelmed. So if we can find a person or a way to manage it, that would be best. But I'm sure she's listening to me on a slight delay, and no extra rerolls this week. Try to do it for next week or something. Does Moonbeam deal damage when you cast it? What about when its effect moves onto a creature? The answer to both questions is no. Okay. Some spells and other features create an area of effect that does something when a creature enters that area for the first time on a turn, or when the creature starts its turn in that area. On the turn when you cast such a spell, primarily setting up hurt for your foes on later turns. Moonbeam, for example, creates a beam of light that can damage a creature who enters the beam or starts its turn in the beam. Here are some spells with the same timing as Moonbeam: Blade Barrier, Cloud Kill, Cloud of Daggers, Black Tentacles, Forbidden Moonbeams, Spirit Guardians. Oh, this motherfucker, Spirit Guardians. That's all good, Andrew. Thursday thing pushed back. Dad's coming to town. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Back to Moonbeam for me, but you guys are having a great conversation. Please don't stop. You might be wondering if a creature is considered to be entering the spell's area of effect if the area is created on the creature's space, and if the area of effect can be moved, as the beam and Moonbeam can. Does moving it into the creature space start as entering the area? Our design intent for such spells is this: a creature that enters the effect when the creature passes into it. Creating the area of effect on the creature or moving it onto the creature doesn't count. If the creature is still in the area at the start of its turn, it's subject to the area's effect. Go for it. Thank you for the lurk, Alucard. Entering such an area needn't be voluntary. Good to know. Unless the spell says otherwise. You can, therefore, hurl a creature into the area with something like Thunder Wave. Awesome. We consider that clever play, not an imbalance to hurl away. Spells like Moonbeam sounds good. So... I'm seeing if there's anything specific for Wall of Fire. I think Wall of Fire says when it's cast, specifically. Hey, Ghost Daddy. How you doing? When the wall appears. Each creature within the area must make, within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. Yep.
I think an ad is coming.
Meerkats?
What?
With YouTube Premium, there are no ads.
Oh, that makes sense.
Get YouTube Premium. All YouTube, no interruptions.
Wall appears. Each creature within its area. I prefer the spells that say at the end of the turn. But that's alright. Selected by you when you cast a spell. When it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Yep. The other side of the wall deals no damage. So I think that kind of clears it up. There's no AoE double dipping essentially for damage. It's either like at the start of the turn or if it's when it's cast, it's usually when it ends its turn there. So those seem to be the two sort of versions of that. Which is good to know. And if you guys have never dug through the Sage Advice, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah. Oh, stretch. We do the stretch. Oh, the big stretch. Oh, the big. And I do the. Oh, and I do the thing over here. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good stretch. Thank you so much. Okay. I like this one. What happens when I'm polymorphed or wild-shaped into a creature with fewer than 100 hit points that I'm targeted by power word kill? You die. That's fantastic. I love that. Yeah. Just straight up, you die. In the spell Storm of Vengeance, each new effect replaces the effect of the previous round. Good to know. Death. Boom. So, suggestion. Tether Essence. They take the damage twice. Oof. Rough. Okay. You want the other power words? What other power words? Power word dance. Yeah. That's a good one. Safety dance. Power word safety dance. They don't dance. Power word sleep. Yeah, that's a good one. Do appreciate that. The ghouls and gas are exceptionally bad at biting. I like that. I think that's funny. Right. So. That was something I just thought of. Okay. Scrolls general, including scroll of protection. Allows you to activate spell if you're literate. Spell scroll specific to that type of scroll. X is the name of the spell. Spell scroll follows the same rule. For you to meet the spell scroll's requirements, the spell on the scroll needs to be on whatever spell list is used by your class. 2 examples. There it is. Yeah. It's a ritual. Power word safety dance. It allows you to discern who your friends are. So, last thing to kind of look up. Do you guys have any other questions? I don't want to drag out. We're doing some dice work tonight. Poured some dice. Made some new molds today and yesterday. Super excited about those. Tasha's Caustic Brew work in terms of points, since it is possible to wipe it off. Do you only get it once or at the start of each person's turn? Well, I will have to go read the spell. Let's find out. In things that have multiple attacks, can you stack the perks for Mirror Image and Greater Invisibility? Good to know. I will find out. 30-foot line direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed saving throw covered in acid. Yep. Until the creature uses an action to scrape it off. A creature covered in acid takes 2d4 acid start of each of their turns. So every time they would take damage, the damage would go onto your chart. And it would accumulate to score, right? Thank you for the lurk, Randy. I'm going to leave that one. Boo. Boo. Not touching that. So every time, for ongoing damage effects, every time it ticks, you'll get the damage will get added. That is different than an AoE, though. But I understand now it's both an AoE and that. And I get it. Okay. And then Mirror Image. That's one that I'm going to have to come back here and look at. Shadow Blade, Grapple, Polymorph, Misty Step. Objects in Magnificent Mansion, Planar Binding. Okay. Minor Illusion, Mage Armor, Unarmed defense. Shield, moonbeam, we did that. Heroism, Hero's Feast, Green Flame Blade, Good Berry. No, can't activate a magic item. Activating a magic item isn't a function of the use object action. Huh. Crazy. So that's gonna be something that needs to DMG 141. Great. Okay. Well, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. Disintegrate. Conjure woodland beings. Creature under the effects of compelled duel. Teleport 30 feet away from the caster. No. Stops regeneration. Duration. DC is 15. Good. Bark skin. Shield. Animate. Components. Spell level. Casting time. Okay. So I'll, one thing at a time. I know where I'm leaning on this, but let's look at this. 3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear in your space. Till the spell ends, the duplicates move with you and mimic your actions, shifting position. So it's impossible to track which image is real. You can use your action to dismiss the illusory duplicates. Okay? Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20. Attack targets you or one of your duplicates. 3 duplicates must roll a 6 or higher, 8 or higher, 11 or higher. Okay. Duplicate's AC is equal to that. Hits the duplicate, duplicate is destroyed. Creature is unaffected by this spell if it can't see. That's going to be the key, because invisibility, if it relies on senses other than sight, such as blind sight, or if it can perceive illusions as false sight, as with true sight. So, here's where we have to go see greater invisibility. Greater invisibility. Yeah, I can't spell. That's fine. So, boop, boop, boop. You become invisible, right? Great. Blah, blah, blah. An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or special senses. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by noise or other things. Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage. But when you are heavily obscured, charmed, deafened. Oh my lord. Is it? Oh, where'd it go? The point I'm trying to get to is that invisible imposes the blinded condition on other people. So, yeah, no, I appreciate you asking here rather than there, because obscured, heavily obscured. Such as darkness, opaque fog, dense fog, a creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition. Right? So, if being invisible makes you heavily obscured, and being heavily obscured makes you effectively blinded, and mirror image, a creature is unaffected by this spell if it can't see. So a blind creature attacking at disadvantage against you cannot be fooled by things it cannot see. There you go. Done and done. Look at that. We made it, kids. We started at the weird, and now we're here. I wish we made it. Yeah, we did. Scrolls, rods, staves, wands. Activating an item. If an item requires an action to activate, that action isn't a function, the use object action. That's real important. So a feature such as the rogue's fast hands can't be used to activate them. Good to know. Activating some magic items, the user do something in particular, such as holding the item, uttering a command word, reading the item if it's a scroll, drinking the potion. They each individually do that. Command word, consumable spell. Some magic items allow the user to cast spells from an item, often by expending charges from it. The spell is cast at the lowest possible spell and caster level, doesn't expend any of the user's spell slots, requires no components unless the item's description says otherwise. Normal casting time, range, and duration. Item must you concentrate, right? Potions bypass the casting of a spell and confer a spell's effects. That's important. Certain items make exceptions to these rules, change the casting time and duration as part of the spell. A magic item, such as certain staves, may require you to use your own spellcasting ability when you cast a spell from an item. If you have more than one spellcasting ability, choose one to use with the item. Don't have a spellcasting ability. Perhaps you're a rogue using the use magic device feature. Is 0 proficiency charges. Some magic items have charges and spend to activate properties. Number of charges, item, meaning. Okay. One action to expend one or more of its charges. Spell from it for one charge. Cast. We never got the D20 roll to see if this survived. But that is something I will dig into later. Basically, trying to figure out, because I know we had in the past utilized the spell scroll rules for items that cast spells. Essentially, it had to be on your spellcasting ability. It had to be on your spell list. Or if it wasn't on your spell list and it was of a level of a spell you couldn't cast, you couldn't use it. But I know what's his name can cast first level spells. That's a little more semantic, and it was against a lore team, so I'm gonna make a ruling on it and have that apply going forward. But that's gonna be about it. But anyway, the fireworks have started to go off. We are gonna say good night. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some League of Legends. That's gonna be a good time. And yeah, I might try to do more game design stuff, which is gonna be super exciting. And I want to do some Moltensia storytelling. Raid Blondie absolutely will do. I'm gonna vamp for a minute while I get over to her channel, because it's always easier for me to actually copy whatever her actual name is, because it's not phonetic, and that makes me mad. That's really just the long and the short of it, is that it's not phonetic, and I don't know how to handle that. But yeah, we're gonna set up a raid here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, having a good time. I'm gonna say goodnight. I'll see you guys next time. Super excited for more PvP action. Until then, be cool.